For the next 31 days on the FCPA Compliance Report, we're going to be bringing you a daily tip, strategy, or idea that you can use to improve your program. Here's your host, Tom Fox, the Compliance Evangelist.
Leveraging artificial intelligence in compliance investigations. The 2023 ECCP provided clear-cut criteria regarding effective compliance investigations. It included having the ability to assess the seriousness of allegations, properly scope each report, and determine whether it merits further investigation and data collection. Keep these investigations independent, objective, and appropriately conducted and properly documented. Being mindful of the time it takes to respond to allegations and conducting an investigation using metrics to measure performance. Collecting, tracking, analyzing, and using the information from the organization's reporting mechanisms. Receiving funding and budget for reporting and investigation-related mechanisms, and leveraging this wealth of data to identify any patterns of misconduct and compliance weaknesses. However, it appears that many compliance teams are failing to promptly substantiate a majority of the reports they investigate, due in part to their inability to quickly and easily find the evidence they need, especially in relation to harassment and misconduct cases. This doesn't just demonstrate a fundamental lack of effectiveness from the DOJ's perspective, but a long-term organizational risk that goes well beyond any individual allegation of misconduct. The reason is not simply legal, but also operational. If there are substantive allegations that are indeed violations, they would continue, thereby exacerbating the problems, but also lengthening the time of potential legal liability. Allowing a workplace relations to fester for 39 days or more could lead to more problems and loss of morale and productivity. However, by leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to quickly and easily find and then preserve valuable evidence from websites and social media channels, you will have a more comprehensive set of data to reach an informed, conclusive decision. In other words, by moving AI to an AI-based technology and taking a more modern approach to your investigation protocol can become more robust. It will allow you to improve substantiation rates, shorten case closure time, and preserve key evidence, which has long been a key regulatory requirement. The next step is conduct more conclusive compliance investigations with AI and web-based evidence. My experience in the legal and compliance field has been traditionally and primarily using internal interviews with employees and company data to help inform the process and reach a conclusion. These types of investigations include wide-ranging allegations of misconduct or potential illegal activity, whether it be harassment, fraud, robbery, or corruption. A compliance professional must now use technology that can search unstructured web and social media data to find evidence that helps support the process and ultimately conduct more conclusive, efficient investigations. All of this is particularly significant in light of industry research that shows many compliance investigations today are unsubstantiated and can take over 40 days from start to finish. The ability of AI to find and analyze data from the web and social media in this automated fashion will be able to overcome some of those challenges in the length of time and overall scope of the investigation. Finally, always remember data preservation. One of the things the regulators always want to know is if you have the documents and data tied down. This allows the company to have confidence in their data and in turn can make such representations to regulators and prosecutors that their documents are secure. In other words, document, but do that you've documented what you've done. This has become more important because you can't engage in these traditional types of investigative activities. So what are today's three key takeaways? Number one, AI is an appropriate tool for supplementing investigations. Number two, AI can help you look at large bodies of social media data that you would not be able to look at on your own. And number three, AI can help you decrease your investigation length, which of course brings you a plethora of positives. If you're a U.S. public company, it could save you money if there's a Sarbanes-Oxley whistleblower. And more importantly, for the aggrieved employee, the one who made the complaint, having the resolution more quickly and more efficiently leads to more fair institutional justice. And finally, this same factor really works into your employee base as well, because if your employees see that there's quick and efficient resolution to complaints and fair resolutions, it's going to resonate much more quickly and throughout your entire employee base. For those who don't think that employees are not aware of investigations or the results, or at least that they've concluded, I've got news for you that everyone always knows. So you're not going to be able to hide that fact. But employees are aware of institutional fairness and institutional justice. And if AI can help bring that in terms of your investigations, I think it's a big plus for you going forward. Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I'd like to thank you again for joining me for this episode of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program, and I hope you will join me for our next episode tomorrow. This podcast series on 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.